Grand Rising, everyone. Hope you guys are okay. Hope you're doing well. And I hope everything is going as planned. This is Denzomus, and you are welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empires free. If you are new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality. I talk about personal and self development. And if that's what resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us, give us a like, share this video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back. And I thank you for your love and support. There's a few announcements I want to make. First of all, let's get everything sorted first. Hope this microphone is in the right place. Number one, there is a couple of messages you guys might have been seeing for the last couple of months, I think, maybe weeks. So they are talking about the book Magnetic Aura. Okay, that one has got nothing to do with me. So these are people who are trying to sell their book, but they are selling their book by writing these magnetic aura comments. Not only in my channel, this thing is happening to a lot of channels. So normally when I'm seeing those comments, I remove those people because they're not part of the conversation. They're not interested in what we're doing here. They're only interested in selling their books. So I remove the comments. It's up to you if you want to go ahead and purchase those books. But I believe there is an easier way to do this, a much more formal way. They just need to reach out to me and they need to know if I can help them advertise or, announce their book on my channel officially. Okay. And there are some guidelines we need to follow. Another one I want to talk about is there is someone or maybe some people that are writing comments under my name. So they're using my channel and they're telling you about some charities they're running and whatever it is they're doing, and they are posing like it's me. It's not from Denzomos. Those kind of things are not from Denzomos. So don't be fooled. People may start running into, you may start paying your money to some people and you may fall a victim for those scams. I'm not a part of those scams. Just click on those channels. You are going to realize that actually they don't have any content. So it's not me. It's not me who created that channel. It's somebody used my picture and my information, my name and whatever to start writing to you guys and talking about their projects, whatever they are doing, okay? Again, there is formal ways to do these things. These people can reach out to me officially and they need to know if I'm comfortable with helping them advertise their whatever it is they are doing for themselves. Now that is out of the way. I would like to talk about something that you guys have been doing. I have been doing this thing as well. I just didn't know that it had its own consequences, okay? This is something many of you guys have been doing over time, throughout your life. Before I go into this video, I want to talk about something they call your destiny, your glory, your power, your energy. Those are your most powerful qualities. Those things have been given to you by God. Everybody has come here with their own power, with their own energy. Our energies are not the same. Somebody has got more energy than the other one. Other people are anointed, so others are not. So we all have our own energy that is meant to be used for our own benefits, to go ahead through life, do different things, and of course, follow our paths, depending on what path everybody has been designed to follow. Now, one of the things that you guys have done, which has actually caused some of your problems, you might have noticed that at some point, it feels like there is nothing going on for you. You might have spent, you know that you're a good person, but for some reason, you have spent most of your life struggling, even sometimes with the simplest things. You're struggling with relationships. You're just simply struggling. You cannot get married. You have been dating different people, but all of them have been walking in and out of your life. You have been rejected in jobs, and a lot of things have been going bad for you. You do not have an idea what exactly has been happening. There is a very big chance that you might have stolen your glory. Let us start this particular video in this way. A lot of you guys are parents. I want you to pay attention to the people that are taking care of your children. You have got to learn to do a background check, because sometimes you may be handing over your kids to the wrong people. You have had a child, you went back home, and these people coming in and out, everybody wants to lift your child, and they're rubbing their hands all over this child, they're putting their hands on these children. You have to be careful. A lot of you guys, there is things that we have been doing over time. We didn't know that we're actually setting ourselves up for a certain situation that we was not prepared for. So basically, as a chosen one, I want you to understand something, that not everybody can put their hands on you. Have you noticed that sometimes you're out there in the streets doing your own thing, and there is people that come around you, everybody wants to shake your hand. Sometimes you're even shaking hands with people that you do not even know. A lot of times, you guys can start giving away your glory by a simple handshake. You may not know the spirit that you're getting involved with that particular handshake. You may not know that somebody is actually swapping your destiny through something as simple as a handshake. You have got to start understanding that not everybody is at the same vibration as you. Some people, they're just simply spirits. They're just going around meeting different people and stealing their destinies and exchanging their destinies with them. So as a chosen one, try to be careful about the people that always want to be around you, and they are throwing their hands all over you. They are trying to hug you. You don't even know these people. They are trying to, don't do those kind of things, ladies and gentlemen. You have to be very careful. If a person like you that has got an anointing on their lives, there is people that are going to go after that anointing. The enemy is always at work 24 hours a day. They are looking for people like you. They want to steal your destiny, and they are really desperately after your energy. Let's go ahead and talk about spas. You go to spas, these massages and stuff like that. All these things look like luxury. You're going there just to relax yourself. You want to go and, get a nice massage or whatever. Some of you guys go into these barber shops, and you're going to have people who are going to play around with your hair. You are supposed to protect yourself. I know that many times you wasn't aware of these things, but now is a time where you guys have got to be very careful and be very protective of your own personal energy, because a lot of times you just simply don't understand the people that you're dealing with. And this thing is very difficult for women, because a lot of women, every now and then, every other week or every other 2 weeks, a month, you are going somewhere, you're plaiting your hair, or sometimes you're having people rub their hands around your hair and stuff like that. When you start getting aware of energy, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to start to understand not everybody that you meet is in vibrational alignment with themselves. There's some other people, these people have got spirits attached to them, and those people are going to cause you a lot of problems. A person may simply go around and start playing with your hair, doing something, a different design or whatever. Some of you guys go and do different types of makeup. It is okay when you can do things on your own, but sometimes if you're going to go ahead and go to a barber shop, or maybe you're going to a hair salon, or sometimes you're going to the nail shop, or sometimes you're going for a foot massage, different kinds of things, ladies and gentlemen, I've been kind of very observant post-awakening, and I've started to see it is in these different things that made sometimes look very simple and easy to do. It is in those simple ways that people have actually lost their glory. Any form of body contact, we may not even be talking about these particular salons or hair, nail salons or hair salons or body massages or stuff like that, barber shops. We may not even be talking about those things. We may even talking about something that may be involving intimacy, where actually you're going to go intimate with a person that you might call your lover, or maybe it is a one-night stand. I feel sorry for a lot of guys who are still believing in these one night stands. You just go out there to the pub and, you pick up somebody from the bar, get them in your house, get intimate with them, and the next day they are gone. Some of you may not even ever see them again, and you may not even actually understand that this particular person has run off with your glory. Let me share with you a very disturbing story. So there was this woman, and this is something real, so this is not even fictional. There was this woman who, she decided to go out, one particular evening, she went out to a pub, she had a couple of drinks, and in that particular pub, she met a guy. They started talking, they exchanged numbers and stuff like that. And actually, not only did they exchange numbers, this particular individual drove her from the pub back to her house in the late nights. They exchanged numbers, and this particular individual gave this woman money. When you meet a lady, like, you give them something to keep for themselves, gave this woman quite a good amount of money. The next day, I think the next 2 days, the guy called the woman. They still had a conversation, and they still met in a different pub. And the same thing happened. This guy still dropped this woman off and gave her some money. So I think it was the money that made this woman get kind of convinced that maybe this thing was, leading to somewhere. Some people, they can get enticed with these little gifts of cash and stuff like that. So on the third meeting, this guy asked this woman, they met again, and this guy asked this woman if this woman can follow him back to his house. So in other words, that particular night, these guys went to this guy's house and they had sex. So basically, what the woman would believe was like they had started actually dating, officially dating. So they had, of course, intimacy. And still the same thing happened. This guy was like, okay, I'm not able to drop you back home, but I'm going to still give you some money to find your way home. And of course, the woman got some money and she got a taxi and went back home. The second day, the woman still came to his house. Yes, of course, there was intimate, gave her some money. The woman walked off back, went back to her house. After, I think, about 2 or 3 days, there was no phone call. So there was no communication. There wasn't a phone call. The woman was calling the numbers wasn't on. And the woman was getting concerned. It was like, okay, so what happened to this particular gentleman? So this woman decided to go and visit that place where this guy used to live. Let me tell you one of the biggest shocker. This woman was about to find out one of the most horrifying things she never had before. When she went to this house where the guy used to live, it was a block of flats. She went to this particular flats. She was knocking. There was nobody home. The home was literally empty. So this woman is going around and asking people on this block, I'm looking for this person, so and so. Do you know that these people told this woman that we have never seen anybody in that house? I want you guys to listen very closely. Show the ones. A lot of you guys, you get intimate with people that you don't even understand. People on the block told the woman, we have not seen that person on these blocks. She thought that it was a lie. She went downstairs and asked the gate man. The gate man told the woman, they have never seen that person. That flat, particular apartment has been empty for quite a good number of, I think it was a couple of months. Nobody has ever lived in that flat, in that particular apartment. In the next couple of weeks, that woman started rotting down there. She started experiencing very different types of sicknesses. She started developing things down there. She started rotting. The woman was rotting away. The woman had to go to get checked. The doctors tried all types of medicine. They couldn't find the right medicine to treat the woman. The woman started rotting away. All this money she had been getting from this individual, she had to spend all that money for medication. At the end of the day, the woman knew that this thing was a scam. She didn't even believe. People even told her that you're not even aware the person that you've been moving with, because that person, as we have been on this particular apartment, we have not seen anybody that you're talking about of that nature. So basically, the woman started believing that, I don't know if it was a ghost or if it was somebody that didn't even exist. She started getting very worried because Not only did she lose contact with this particular individual, the numbers was off. She walked there, and these people told her that man didn't exist on those blocks. As we're speaking, I don't know if the woman is still alive or not. She had to go to the village and start getting some treatment from loved ones because she could no longer afford the hospital bills. It was too high for her. She couldn't afford that. The person that gave her that sickness, whatever sickness it was, that person that disappeared was nowhere to be seen. Any form of physical contact you make with a person, I want you to be very careful, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you may be signing your life away to something that you do not even understand. Take the time to investigate some people. I've talked about the hairdressers. Understand who is actually making your hair. Understand who is making your hair, your makeup. You may not always know the details, but if you really have to, it is very necessary for you to go to visit those people. You need to always ask for protection because, like again, I've said, you may simply never know the person that is going to rub their hands all over you. You may not be aware of these people, what they have been doing the previous night, or you may not be knowing the things they're involved in privately when they are in their own home doing their own thing. You do not know these people on a personal level. In other words, anything you're going to do and is going to involve a touch, a massage, nail shop, foot massage and stuff like that, barber shops, you have got to know you really trust these people. Even if you do not understand the details, always make sure you do pray for protection before you go anywhere for anybody to place their hands on you. You're in a massage parlor, for example. You have got these people that are working in those massages. They have already been rubbing their hands to hundreds, even if not thousands of people. They have been doing that job for a very long time, which means they have already been tapping into people's energies. You are now going to be a part of that energy. Before you know it, you will be thinking, why is things not taking off? Why are you struggling with even the simplest things? And you may not even realize that you might have given away your glory in a simple thing as a massage parlor or a nail salon or a hair salon or a barber shop or any place that you have visited. Or sometimes I could say it could have been just something as simple as a handshake. You ran into a stranger and this person gave you a hug. The next day, started feeling sick. You ran into a stranger, this person was shaking your hand at that particular day. The next couple of weeks, you've been struggling with different things. Body contact, ladies and gentlemen, it can be also a means as to how the devil or the enemy is going to either exchange or steal your glory. The things that are happening to you would be now the things that were supposed to be happening to those people. But because you have had some kind of contact, physical contact with those people, now you have exchanged your glory. I've done a video about calling back your power. If you're a person who believes that you have lost your glory somewhere along the journey, you may have lost your glory unconsciously, you wasn't aware of it. It is time for you to call back your glory. The video, I've already done it. For the most of you guys who are new to the channel, I'm going to share that video in the comment section below. Be very careful. Pay attention. Pay attention to the details. Be very protective of your energy. Not everybody is meant to place their hands on you. Not everybody is who you think they are. There are some people are the worst kind of people you can ever allow to make a physical contact with you. Let's not even talking about sleeping with them. I hope this video has given you some insights about the reason as to why many of you lose your glory unconsciously. Pay attention to the details, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be fine. Let us know what you think about the video in the comment section below. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Denzomos signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.